Hello, everybody. Today is a beautiful, cold, rainy day in December. But we do need to do some work outside today, getting our bridge up so that the team that comes and wraps our boat can come and do that this week. So we have to do prep work before they show up. So here we go.
Yeah, we got to get it done today. So we're just braving the weather. But
Yeah.
whatever, little rain, not that big of a deal.
Nah, we got it.
Well, because I was super excited to join my wife in the bedroom the other day, and I slipped and fell on the stairs, I broke a rib. So Colette's the one having to do all the hard work today. As you can see out there, we have the structure pretty much assembled. The doors even on. Normally we build it in place, but we've kind of done it all in one piece, and then we're just going to kind of lift it up into place with the help of our neighbor. And then I will probably be inside here doing the easy work of screwing that to, you can see by Colette's feet, there's the support that keeps it onto the boat.
Well, we had to deal with a little bit of rain. It's raining right now, but wasn't too bad. And we got the bridge up thanks to help from our neighbor Tom.
Colette, how do we wrap the boat?
Oh, just like that.
Well, and this is how it's done. Huge sheet of plastic, and then a little bit of heat, and it shrinks it right up. You can see kind of the before, where it's pretty loose, and then you can see where he's just done, and it gets nice and tight. These guys do a really great job. This is Manny and his crew. Anybody in Chicago who's ever had anything shrink wrapped or done any sort of detailing, they usually know Manny. He and his guys are the best. But it's quick. I mean, these guys have been here for, I don't even have my watch on. They've been here for maybe an hour and a half. And this boat is almost done already. They're currently wrapping Signet too. So they run a couple of strings underneath the boat, and then they have kind of a belt around the whole hull just below the rub rail, and then they basically attach onto that. And just like that, we have a wrap. Yay! Now it's time to put Signet to sleep for the winter by putting the blankies on. So, why do we put furniture pads? Well, they offer a little layer of insulation. The other thing is, the ones we have are black, and when that sun, which is about to peek behind the building right now, hits this plastic and creates that greenhouse effect, having that black in here significantly warms it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. It is a beautiful sunny Sunday in December, and it's time to kind of button everything up for the year. So today is the final day that we're really kind of get everything winterized. If you haven't seen the winterization videos that we did last year, you can check those out. I'll link some of those right here. And so we're going to just kind of cover briefly all of the things we do today. So one of the things that we have to do is we want to winterize our engines. So we have a generator and then 2 engines, and we want to put an antifreeze in them just in case we were to have some sort of a catastrophic event where we didn't have power for a long time and the boat were to freeze. Then we know that the engine blocks wouldn't crack from frozen water inside. Unfortunately, I have a broken rib right now, so Colette has to do a lot of the work for me that I would normally do. So that starts with opening up the engine compartment because it's a little heavy and I was afraid to lift it. I tried to start the generator and it wouldn't start. So we're gonna go down there now and we're gonna take a look and see what I can figure out. Hopefully something simple. So here's the generator, and I was using the remote start up on the panel and it didn't want to crank over. So everything looks normal just from the outside. So we're gonna give it a shot, see if we can start it from here. Sounds kind of like a dead battery. Could be a bad starter, but the starting battery is right there. So we're gonna take a look at that and see if that battery's good. Well, I think I found the problem. This battery is a few years old, and it appears I haven't done a very good job of keeping it full of water. And it looks like it's just dried out. You can see those lead plates in there are dry. So I need to get some distilled water and fill this battery back up. Let it charge for a little bit and that should solve the issue. That was a half a gallon of water that thing took. So yeah, I really should pay better attention to my batteries. All right, the generator battery has been charging for a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours now since I topped up the water. Let's see what happens. Still not happy. But let's let it sit for a little bit longer and see if it'll start. All right, 24 hours. That's how long I've let this battery charge. So we're going to hit this switch again and see if this generator will run. Nope. Still isn't starting. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pull that battery out and get it tested. And if that's bad, I'll just have to replace it, I guess. So that battery was bad. It was manufactured in 2015, so it's been in this boat at least 5 years, maybe 6. So I'm pretty happy with that result. So got the newer version. It has 2 extra amps of reserve capacity. So that's good. It's 1,000 cranking amp battery. So good quality battery. Very powerful because it has to start 2 454 gasoline engines and a generator. So need something pretty powerful. So we're gonna pop this in and that should solve that issue. Yeah, pretty typical for this generator. It will start and then fail. And then it'll start again and it'll run. All right, new battery is in and the generator is running. So we're getting it up to temperature. I've just got the AC kicking in right now. Here, maybe you can hear a little fan noise. And then let that go for, maybe 10 minutes or so. Get that generator up to temperature so that we can then winterize. Well, here we are, winterizing the engines. It's not too hard to do. Just takes a little bit, and it takes two people. Because one needs to start the engines from up top while one of us is down here doing this. We go into full detail in last year's video where Colette was the one down here. But she's up top today starting the engines for me. I've already done port engine. I'm just going to do starboard right now. So let me show you exactly what we've got going on. I ran both engines as well as the generator for a little while. Ran them in gear, let them get nice and warm up to full operating temperature. And then what we do is we have a strainer here. So this strainer, excuse the camera flare, comes in where this red handle is down here. That's the seatcock. I've closed that off so there's no more water that can get from outside of the boat through the strainer and then into the engine. So what I'm going to now do is you can see I have this funnel and I have this strainer open, and I'm going to pour 3 gallons of antifreeze in there. So since everything's already up to temperature, we have the thermostat, which is up in this little guy here, is open. So that means that all of this is going to run all through the cooling areas of the engine. And if there were to be any sort of a problem with weather, we'd have our engines would be protected from freezing. That's it. Both engines are now winterized. Close that strainer back up, and then I'm going to put a couple of notes up top, just so in case anything were to happen to me or Colette, someone knows to open these seat cocks in the spring or whenever before you start these engines, or else they will overheat pretty quickly and destroy themselves.